Oof. Give it some time for everybody to get back in. If you're in, just give me a holler. Say hey in the chats. Let's see, let's adjust this down a little bit. There we go. Welcome everybody. Thanks for coming in. Hello. Welcome everybody. Zanya, hello. Long time no see. I know it's been a couple weeks. Wapa, oh, thank you. I know it's supposed to start about 45 minutes ago, but it's my first time getting back in the office since I've been back in the swing of things. So I accidentally left my mouse. So it's been difficult trying to figure out how to get everything working just with my keyboard. So apologies for that, but I'm good. It feels good to be a married man. I underestimated how much work it would be to plan the wedding and have a startup crypto all at the same time. So, but everything went well. Now we're back in the swing of things. Still playing catch up, but thanks, Thomas. It feels good. Thank you. Yeah, I know. I missed all of you too. Andres has been keeping me up with everything, so should be a good AMA session to kick things back off, and then we'll be back in the swing of things, and hopefully next week we'll be able to have a session with Archie as well. So thank you, everybody. All right. So I'm not going to wait too much longer. I'm going to go ahead and kick things off, pick up where we left off, and people can come and go as they please. Or if you miss it, then it'll be on YouTube, so you'll be able to catch it either which way. So where should I? Oh, that's right. Oh, okay. Well, I was going to list off the winners for the competition, but since I don't have my mouse, I won't be able to navigate through. So unfortunately, it won't be live, but I'll have a video coming out where we post it on social media so everybody knows who the winners are and they know that it's fair and everything. But I want to say congratulations to everybody who participated, and I appreciate the support, especially the past couple of weeks since I've been occupied. But yeah, we'll list off those winners and get people paid out. So thank you everybody once again for participating and spreading the word about it, and stay tuned for the next one. All right. So where I want to start off with, I'll start off with some of the news while we're waiting for these two projects to close. So it seems like right now we're kind of like in that limbo phase, and delays happen, which is always going to be part of cryptocurrency. Is all the big news that everybody's anticipating to have sometimes gets delayed. And unfortunately, we're just kind of in that legal process right now with trying to get this one closed. Everything is just right there. So I appreciate everybody's patience. Let's just bear a little bit longer. We're working really hard each and every day to make sure that we get that closed so we can get some really good growth. But it is there. We're still pushing. Nobody said it was going to be easy or quick. So we thought it would be quick, but that wasn't the case. But in the meantime, we've been making good progress internally with the DApp. I believe we should have our alpha phase ready for the internal team to take a look at and to diagnose and to make sure it works properly. And yeah, we'll be working hard to make sure that it's as perfect as possible before we unleash the beta onto the users. We'll get some feedback from you guys here pretty soon, and then once you give us the feedback, then we'll make those little tweaks, and then we'll have the full unleash of the DApp. So version 1 of the DApp will most likely just be mainly for the solar customers and for the Bitcoin miners. Version 2, which would follow suit pretty shortly afterwards, will have a lot more utility with SolarWindToken. So, and we'll have stuff like staking, a launch pad, and some other features as well. And that'll give the token much more functionality until we actually start having the wide scale use for the solar portion. And of course, all the other features that we discussed as well. So in regards to the DApp, I'll be happy to take any questions about that after this session. Yeah, right now it's looking pretty good. We have little teasers, I believe, over the past couple of weeks that have been posted on the main account. So yeah, you guys get excited for that, and we will have it out soon for everybody. Let's see. Yeah, so the DApp, let's see, winning contest. Okay, yeah. So going into this next session, it was brought to my attention while I was out on honeymoon that there was some FUD going on in regards to the dev wallet spending, and I just want to address that real quick and just lay it on the table so that everybody knows what's going on. And first and foremost, those numbers, when they were brought to my attention, I looked at it, I was like, yeah, it looks about right. It's about everything that we spent since May 12th all the way up until now. I'm not sure what exactly the FUD was, whether it was taken out as a single transaction, which it definitely was not, or if it's just people saw that number and they kind of freaked out. But I guess so. About $100,000 worth has been sold, and that has gone into the development of the DApp, the listing on Dex Trade, YouTube, marketing, all of the above. So when I looked at that at first and saw that people were I'm not, and again, I didn't really have a service, so this is just kind of what I've been notified about. But my only thought was that, well, that's kind of a small number. The only complaint, in my opinion, is that we haven't spent enough, especially compared to other cryptos in our position right now. That number should be well into the millions at this point, because that shows that we've been making the progress that we need to. Now, of course, we've been making progress as much as we can, but that I don't believe that's anything that anybody should be concerned about. As we said from the very beginning, and this came up multiple times as we've been in cryptocurrency, you have to spend to make improvements. Otherwise, you stay stagnant and you're not going to make growth anywhere. I mean, compared to 2 months ago, or even 3 months ago when we first started, we've had several YouTube videos come out. We've had phenomenal work on the DApp, partnerships so we are miles ahead of where we've been from about 2 or 3 months ago. And none of that would have been made possible unless we had a budget to be able to spend to make progress. So just want to address that. If anybody has any questions about that, then always feel free to voice your thoughts, and it'll get to me, and I'll be sure to answer any thoughts or concerns. But yeah, we are going to continue to make all those constant improvements each and every day that we see fit, because it's for the betterment of the entire community, not just for one. And trust me, me and the team and everybody, our number one priority is to get this thing as usable, as high as we possibly can. So if you think any of us are going to flake because of $100,000, then I don't know who you think we are, but that's not the case at all. So hopefully that clarifies some things. Again, if you have any questions, just let me know. let's see. Where can we see ourselves in Q4? I'll get to that. So that's kind of part of the timeline that I'm talking about here. So as we grow into the future, making more and more partnerships, our intentions is to be on a government stage, like we've been saying from the very beginning. So what that in turn means is that we need to get SolarWind token, not just the token, but the entire team as a whole, to a point to where we have that clout, to where we're able to step in front of these government officials and pretty much have like the backing of things that we've done to let them know, hey, this is what you guys plan on doing in the future. This is how we're going to help. We're not just talking just to talk. We've actually done this, and that. So that is very much the timeline that we are hoping to be by the end of December. And again, I mean, these are big things we're talking about. So it could be sooner if we're able to get the funding that we need to. It could be a little bit later if we're still working on some things internally. But as a whole, you can rest assured that we are making those steps, those partnerships and everything to make sure that we can step up in front of these people and they have full confidence in us to be able to help them and vice versa. So where we see ourselves in Q4, again, not going to get into any of the numbers because we can't predict the future, but I see us having a completely built DApp by then. I see bigger partnerships. I see multiple partnerships with Bitcoin miners. I see multiple projects being funded for solar projects, for residential projects. So that's exactly what we're working towards each and every day. It's not the most exciting, but it's definitely something that takes consistent effort and consistent work to get towards. Let's see. The DApp launch will be. See. Question from Jesse says, when the DApp launch, will the BTC partners create liquidity with BTC for SolarWind token? Yes, that is the intention. So, like we said, we don't want to be contingent on just one cryptocurrency if the market goes up or down. We want to have a wide array of different types of liquidities that we have, and that's supported by Bitcoin, USDT, BUSD, BNB, Ethereum. So going into the future, you can definitely see these different liquidity pools that people can use. Expect us to be launched on different blockchains, like the Cardano blockchain. I believe right now is kind of like in standby. There's some projects that's supplied, but I don't believe anything's live just yet. We're waiting to feel how things are going with the first few projects, making sure that they make the appropriate tweaks that they need to, and making sure that it's secure before we hop on that blockchain. But that's very much one that we plan to be on. Is the Cardano blockchain, as well with Ethereum into the future, Polygon, pretty much just anything to give us more use, because that in turn allows us to have more functionality in terms of our DApp, what we want to do if we want to like have multiple different coins on the wallet for people to store. That would be an option. All right, so Jesse asked to please explain more on how the DApp will work, since it's the core of the project. So essentially, I'll go into a brief background of how it originated. So the DApp was meant to be kind of like the governing body, the decentralized governing body between the liquidity pool and the projects that were being funded for solar projects. As we've evolved to working with Bitcoin miners and then to adding more functionalities to it, like wallet and staking and all this, it's become the core of it will still be to be able to support or be able to be the bridge for these projects. But how it's going to work is, if you look at the tokenomics, every single transaction is going to be have a small amount put into a liquidity pool, and that pool will be growing so that we can fund projects into the future. So it'll just seamlessly, if someone applies for funding for whether it's a Bitcoin mining solar installation or just a residential solar installation, we'll go through our vetting process. They'll get approved. The funds will be dispersed to the installer. The installer will complete the job according to the milestones, get paid according to those milestones, and then the customer will make those payments back into the liquidity pool directly through the DApp. So that allows it to grow over time with the interest, because they'll be putting more back into the liquidity pool than was taken out of it. So that was kind of the core concept of it. In addition to all of that, we're adding functions like staking, a launchpad, a wallet, eventually an NFT marketplace. And this will all be housed under that DApp umbrella. So we intend to make this as functional as possible, but pretty much the core of everything would be to finance these projects and to increase that liquidity pool steadily. So that's kind of like that fourth aspect or that third aspect of how people are able to gain with the SolarWind token, which is why we're still very, very early in this, because right now we're just kind of growing based on people buying and selling and based on the market fluctuations, whether it goes up or down. Where we're going to start seeing that real growth is whenever we start funding projects and we start seeing people pumping all that money back into the liquidity pool that was taken out of it, along with all the other solar projects, because it's a way that you can invest in the solar industry as well. So hopefully that answered your question. If it wasn't quite the answer you're looking for, then definitely ask it again, and I'll see if I could address it in a different way. But was there any other additional questions that anybody else had? Let's see. Let's see. Any other questions? I'm trying to think of anything else that I may have missed, especially while I was gone. Let's see. 1.5 billion market cap by this time next year. Well, like I said, we can't address or can't tell the future. Hopefully, we'll be higher than that. But as I said, we're just going to be working every day to get to that point. I think right now it's all about hitting different milestones. So first milestone will be to hit that million, and then 10 million, and then 100 million, and then that billion. So we're going to continue to make steps going in that direction, but that's very possible. We could be at 1.5 billion by this time next year. We believe that we're going to be one of the top cryptos, especially as we become more mature. But not going to make any guarantees, as we can't predict the future. Anything can happen, but we're always looking optimistically. Anvesh, hello. Let's see, when is the giveaway distribution? Oh, can't wait to stake. Yeah. Once we have that staking feature on the DApp, I think it'll be very beneficial in regards to retaining people and having longer holds and less sells. I think that'll be very, very helpful. Anvesh, you're not late. I'm late, and I'm sorry that I was so late. This was supposed to start at 1. It didn't start until 1:45. I lost my mouse. You weren't here earlier, but yeah, I lost my mouse. So I had to figure out how to navigate everything with just my keypad. So let's see. Was there any concerns over the past couple weeks that I missed, other than the FUD that came up last week, I believe? Was there anything else over that time period that I should address as well? Yes, so Anvesh has been doing a good job in my absence to make sure that there is some marketing going out. Our initial plan was, before the delays happened, was to just wait until we finalize these partnerships so that we can have a large scale campaign. You could expect to see a smaller push in the future, just to make sure that we consistently have things out there. The big push, you can expect to see that after you see the news that we finally have our first partnership solidified with funds in the bank, then that's when you could expect the big push. But in the meantime, just look out for these smaller YouTube videos, these AMAs with different communities, TikToks, and I should be back in the full swing of things with my own personal social media account, so you can expect to see that as well this upcoming week. And then, yeah. And we're trying to allocate funds as appropriately as possible. So right now, a majority of the funds are going to making sure that we have an actual product in with the DApp. I think that would be most beneficial for everybody. Worst comes to worst, if the apocalypse happens, then we have a DApp that's actually functional that we can get these partnerships with, and then start creating that liquidity pool. So we believe that is first and foremost the number one priority, and then marketing kind of takes second after that. And that's what the community is there for as well, is to kind of get that word of mouth in times of slow marketing. Because I know a lot of us have been in those projects where it's not very popular yet, but you hear it from a friend who's trustworthy, and then next thing you know, it's the next big thing. So we're the next big thing. I fully believe that. So let's see. Oh, interview with Crypto Deb. Crypto Deb, if you are watching this, let's get it scheduled for next week. I haven't reached out yet. I will reach out after this AMA and after a couple more meetings that I have, and we'll get it scheduled. Yes, see, she's been killing it. Have you guys got her over that 1,000 mark yet? I know she's been waiting. Come on, SolarWind Army, let's get her there. Let's see. Will do. Yeah, I think that would be something that I should definitely do. Addressing the comment about a weekly Telegram update from myself to make sure that no FUD is created. So yeah, I'll definitely do that. I could probably do something like that once every week, every Friday, probably a couple of hours before the AMA, and then have the AMA. I think that would help. There's no way to completely eliminate FUD and cryptocurrency, but I think you're absolutely right. That should help. Let's see. Good time frame for the DApp launch. DApp launch, and what we'd be able to share with you guys will probably be here in about a couple weeks. So I know here the next few days we're going to have the version that the core team is going to take a look at and review and make sure that everything looks perfect before we send it out to you guys. Obviously, there's no such thing as perfect in a beta because there's always going to be constant improvements. But as perfect as we think it should be before we send it out to you guys, I believe we're about a week and a half away from that. So definitely sometime early October, you can see that, early to mid-October. Let's see. Oh, and I think I didn't address the giveaway distribution question just yet. We'll announce the winners today on social media. Like I said, since I don't have my mouse, I can't do the live winners. So I'll have to just make a video and share it that way for the time being. Or I can wait till tomorrow once I have my mouse and make a video. make a live video. Let's see. All right, but looks like not too much craziness happened while I was gone. So, yeah. Once again, I appreciate each and every single one of you, SolarWind Army. You guys are the absolute best. We just keep on rocking and rolling, getting things done, and it's all made possible because of you guys. So, definitely excited to share this DApp with you guys once it's done. Let's see. Oh, Zanya said on Monday there's going to be an AMA. No, not on Monday. No, I'll continue to have the AMAs on Friday. There may be one throughout the week with a different community that we will share the link so that you guys can join in on that. We'll be planning on doing more AMAs with different communities just to spread the word. It's a good, affordable way to get people who don't know what SolarWind is to ask questions and to really put me in the hot seat, kind of like Aaron, and then answer their questions, answer their concerns, and really get this thing the publicity that it needs. But yeah, and once again, thank you all so much for being patient with the delays and the lack of seeing my face, especially over the past almost month, just getting wedding preparations and honeymoon stuff done. It was an absolutely amazing time, but now I'm focused, laser focused. Nothing else to do but work on SolarWind. So let's grow this as big and quickly as we can. All right. Well, looks like we're going on almost 30 minutes now. Oh. Yay, okay. Congratulations to Crypto Deb. I'm glad you finally hit that 1,000 milestone. Now let's go for 10,000. You got this. All right. All right, everybody. Well, once again, thank you so much for the love and support. We will continue to be here. We'll continue to be working. We'll be continuing to get as many things done as we can and shoot this thing to the moon. So, all right, I'm going to wrap this thing up. We're going on 30 minutes, so I'll let you all get on with your day. Thank you so much. Remember, spread the name of SolarWindToken. We're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. The whole team is here, and we're ready to rock. So, thank you all so much, and I'll talk to you later. Oh, I forgot. I don't have a mouse. All right. So I'll still be here while I'm trying to figure out how to end this live stream. Oh, boy. This is... Bear with me. There we go. Okay. All right, guys. Talk to you later next time. Oh, yeah. You see the ring now. Woo!